What's up, guys? How you doing today? It is me, Canon Mikho, aka Ocean Crash. Welcome to Before We Work. It's me, and guys, I recorded my last video, and it was about content, and I can't find it. So I'm not gonna cover that content on that video again. I'm going to redo it. I'm gonna. If I find it, that'd be awesome. We can throw it back up from Before We Work. But I'm gonna talk about something else. Something that's been on my mind these past few months, and something kind of a part of the minimalism challenge, and kind of what I've been, trying to experiment with other challenges and stuff like that. Yeah. So also an update. I know I've been doing the not the minimalism challenge. The what's it called? The waking up no cell phone at night in your bed challenge. That's something that I'm still doing. So I restarted it. I created a video on it. I restarted it. That first week I didn't do a good job. And when I started it the second week, I did a phenomenal job. So I'm working on that. I'm recording that. And that's gonna get to you guys soon. It's 1 month, so I record 1 week updates, and I'm gonna put in one video. I'm working on my editing. I'm working on my content, my dialogue. And yeah, that was what my previous video was about, content and dialogue. So I'm gonna skip that bread and butter, and I'm gonna go to today. And what I want to talk to you guys about today is basically how I handle my mornings. Focus I've been working on for some time now. Manly health, men's health. And it's something that I've been working on for some time now. And I don't think this necessarily applies to men, but it just so happens to be that I'm looking up a lot about health, psychologically and physically for men. So I think the points I'm going to talk about today, I think they apply to anyone, man, male, female. And by all means, I'm no expert. I grab all my content from YouTube, and I'll buy a lot of the content I grab are from psychologists. So yeah, I guess there's 3 points I've been really focusing on my body. I broke it down into 3 points, and one of them I've always worked on. Okay, that is focusing on having less stress, and that's something that innately will always be with me, because that's the type of person I am. I love to be busy. People always go like, Canon, aren't you handling too much? You're trying to learn 4 languages. You're opening up a business. You have a current business, and you're trying to grow another business. On top of that, you're traveling the state. You're traveling the world, and all this fun stuff. Not by world, but United States. But people always tell me, you're so busy. How are you trying to do the coffee shop now? Like, aren't you going crazy with the coffee shop? You want to franchise the coffee shop? Oh, this guy's insane. He's got no time on his hands. The coffee shop has always been a huge seed for chaos. Because it's such a... It really breaks the line for me. It breaks the line of your average employee who dedicates average hours, and then on the other side of that line, okay, is someone who's willing to give almost every single hour of their day for a business. And the controversial issue with that is that I get less me time and more work time. So and there are times, and I'm gonna be honest, there are times I should be working, but I'm so stressed I can't work. I have to play a game or something like that, and I end up falling back on my deadlines. And then people message me, hey, what's the update? Hey, blah, blah, blah. It usually doesn't apply with coffee shop, because coffee shop's always my number 1 priority, so I get that stuff done right away. But it's usually my marketing stuff. Mainly my resale business. I'm so behind on my resale business. Luckily, there's no one above me, or I'm not connected to anyone for them to yell at me. It's just items inventory I have sitting. So yeah, that, and then not just that, but family. Family plays a huge part of my life. I'm sure if you're like me, I hope you're like me. If not, I'm sorry I have to go through that. Family is a huge part of my life. And it takes takes a lot in me to say, hey, I can't spend time with you guys. I need to go on the computer. There are times, like every normal family, I don't want to be with my family. I'm just like, you guys are killing me. Leave me alone. I need some me time. But that's normal. And I'll be honest with you, I would not trade anything in the world for my family. I love them so much. I'm a family guy. I also think one of the main reasons why I love them so much is because no matter who stood in my way in life, this applies to the business and not the business. I keep hitting my glasses on the mic. No matter who stands in my way, my parents still stand for me. They still stand behind me. And I felt it a lot from them recently with my breakup with my fiance. And I felt it so hard coming from them that, hey, we love you and we're going to make sure everything happens with the coffee shop, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And no matter what anyone says, this is number one for you. And we're here for you. And when I heard that from them, it was day and night. Like, it's like someone rekindled the dying flame in my heart, that came, which that flame was titled support from others. So it's always good to have family on your back when it comes to that type of stuff. Not to elaborate too long, but another thing that allows me to focus on less stress is really hitting my financial goals. And I think I'm going to break these down to 3 separate videos since I'm already at 7 minutes and I still have 2 more points to talk about. It's going to be like a 20-minute video. You know what? Let it be a 20-minute video. I don't care. But yeah, hitting financial goals. I've got budgets. I started using this website. I think it's called Capital Financial. I learned it from the tech lead. So I've been, it's another part of my stress, finances of the coffee shop, my personal finances. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm taking no loans for my business. So which makes it more stressful, because if I take a loan on a business, I'm just like, it's okay, I got my own money. Everything I'm spending is coming out of my pocket, which is great. Or everything I'm spending isn't coming out of my pocket, which is great. But when you don't take a loan, you kind of get put in this situation where you're like, is it enough? Oh my God, is it enough? And it's like you just freak out and you're just like, oh my God, I don't know how much this is going to cost. I've never opened up a business before, blah, 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 blah. And you just freak out all the time. It's like you get a phone call, you freak out. It's like, it's super funny and it's super relevant now because we're submitting work to the city for the coffee shop, and I'm waiting for the city to respond back on whether they approve or decline my remodel. And I'm hoping they do. And I know in the back of my head, one of the questions they're going to come up with is, how are you going to solve the issue with parking? Luckily enough, the lot is empty most of the time throughout the day. It's empty. It's only empty. It's only full when parents drop off their kids for the ballerina businesses on the right of me, and when they pick up their kids. So I digress. Financial goals have always been a huge part of me in handling my less stress. And I'm working on it. The only thing I can really do is make like a shit ton of money, so I have that comfortable cushion. Which I'll be honest with you, I hit a really huge client, which is great. I hit a great client, and I ended up spending all of her money that she paid me, and I was like, oof. A lot of it went to credit cards. A lot of it went to a vacation I took, and I have some in my savings account for taxes. So, I have probably $2,000-3,000 left of what she paid me. So, it's not that bad. But it's like the problem that exists is that, unlike you, I don't get a regular paycheck every 2 weeks. So that income that's coming in, it's not there. Which is fine, because I'm currently on track to make more than I was making at an hourly job or my salary job. That's fine. I'm close to hitting 6 figures. So that's phenomenal for someone. Like, it's such a huge accomplishment for someone who doesn't have an hourly job. Like, I'm supporting myself and my family. I'm buying my parents stuff. I'm buying my brother stuff. I'm paying for food. We went to Arizona. We went on a vacation. I paid for my cousin. My cousin was here. I paid for some of the stuff when she was here. Like, I'm supporting people. Like, it's not just me. Like, I'm spending it on other people, and it makes me feel that, like, hey, like, you're doing good, you know. You're surviving, and not just you're surviving, but you're supporting, you know. So I still need to create more of a cushion though for myself, for the coffee, for my finances. I still need to make more money so that I can say, hey, you have a lot of money. You're okay. Don't freak out, Canon. I want to have this conversation with myself in the future. I want to make more money. You're making enough money. Stop freaking out. You'll be fine. So yeah. So that's something I've been working on, hitting my financial goals to get me less stress. And for me to hit my financial goals is to make money so I can reduce my credit card debt, since that's basically all I have, and it's for my coffee shop. So yeah. The second part of focusing on my health, and again, I use men's health. It's really everyone's health. I'm not even gonna put men's health in the title of this video, but it's been physical for me also. Not so much psychological in terms of stress, but more so physical. Like, a lot of people don't understand, when I was in high school, freshman, sophomore year, I was very skinny. I was close to a six-pack, you know. The imprint started showing on my stomach. So it meant a lot to me, working out. And it was something that I continued to do, like, for a while. And it was a huge passion of mine. It was a huge passion of mine. And part of that was I was 173 when I was in high school. And it was phenomenal to be that weight. And I was close to 170. And I saw my abs were coming in. I was like, oh yeah, I was running 9 miles a day. I was like, oh, thank God, I'm so excited. And then I tore my patella tendon. So for me, focusing on better health is also physical. And I've been really pushing myself physically these past few weeks. And with that has come injuries. And the problem is I'm pushing myself too much, and it's becoming a bad habit for me. Because why? My mustache is always uneven, and people always comment on it like, hey, your mustache is always uneven on YouTube. But people comment on it all the time that, hey, don't you think you're working out too much? Don't you think it's, you're working out too much? Like I'll be honest with you, this last week I had 5 sporting activities, and I worked out frequently. What was the end result? I pulled my IT band, pulled my hip flexors, and I had a calf muscle spasm. I have muscle spasms frequently, so it was very bad. And it's been about a week and a half. I'm still recovering. It's been about a week, and I'm still recovering. So, focusing more so on getting my goal of 180 pounds, but not killing my body in the process. That's a huge part of my problem, as I overwork things and I kind of try to work too hard. But it's something that I think everyone should work on. Physical health is phenomenal, and it's you need to make sure you focus on it. I'm so tired of seeing fat, overweight, obese people, and I don't care who says what psychological message people are trying to send. Your body, your new you, whatever bullshit. You need to be slim. You need to be healthy. If you have kids, you want to be alive so your kids can say, I have my grandma. If you have family members, you want to be alive so that you can be with them and support them and love them through so many times in your life. I mean, weight is a huge part of why we also get other issues. It's why we get arthritis, diabetes, and blood pressure issues, and heart attacks, and herniated discs, and have to go to chiropractors for curvatures in our backbones, and we get flat feet and issues with our knees and our hips, and just so many issues. And I can go on and on and on and on about medical issues you get with your weight. It's really bad. People underestimate it. So that's a huge goal for me. 180 pounds. I'm currently I gained weight 208, but I'm firmly believing that that's from the creatine I've religiously been taking for about 2 months now. I've been taking creatine because my weight hasn't gone up. I'm still a size 32, 33. But my arms have gotten big, so that's really good. Actually, someone commented on it the other day. They're like, dude, your arms got big. So, which is awesome because I was having issues getting big arms and it was quite frustrating. So I finally got my arms to be bigger. So that's why I gained my 6-7 pounds. I think it's water weight from creatine. So that's good for me. But coming with better physical health needs to be something that we all try to skip out on, and that's sleep. Now, whenever I think of sleep nowadays, I think of Gary Vaynerchuk, who says, so someone at an interviewer asked him a question. Gary, there are so many rich people nowadays. They talk about how they get 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep, and sometimes even like 2 hours of sleep. Gary, how many hours of sleep do you get, and how you do it? How you make all of this beautiful, great chaos work? And he goes like, really? He's like, to be honest with you guys, he's like, in my honest opinion, I don't give a shit how much sleep you get. He's like, I get 9 hours of sleep, 9 hours of sleep, and I kick ass when I wake up. He's like, it's not more so important on what you do when you know, it's not what you do like when you're asleep. Like, I don't care how many hours you sleep. He's like, get your 8-9 hours of sleep if you have to. He's like, get it. He's like, I don't care. He's like, it's what you're doing with those other 16 hours you're awake. He's like, that's what I care about. He's like, I don't care how many hours of sleep you get. He's like, I care about what you're doing. He's like, get 8 hours. He's like, but you get a kick ass in those 16 hours. He's like, I sleep 8-9 hours. He's like, I kick ass in my 15, 16 hours. Excuse me. He's like, I kick ass my 15, 16 hours of sleep, of work I get. He's like, that's where I kick ass. So sleep has been a huge part of for me recently, and it's been in that putting my phone in my office before I sleep challenge. It's been sleeping and waking up the same time challenge, you know. It's been getting 8 hours of sleep challenge, you know. That's what it's all been for me. So it's working very well for me. I'll be honest with you guys. Sleep, like after doing it for a few days, you know, like 3, 4, 5 days where it's actually worked, like I've actually followed through the schedule. It's been huge for me. My psychological is different. My stress management is different, and I just feel so much better. It's insane. It's groundbreaking how much sleep matters. And then, yeah, so I mean, between the weight, the sleep, it's just also like, it's my overall activity, what I'm doing throughout the day, how I'm handling things. You know, I'm doing this. Should I be doing this instead? You know, I'm recording a YouTube video. Should I be editing my 5, 6, 7 other videos that I haven't edited, got from Arizona that I took on vacation? Should I be, you know, working right now? Should I be on Discord? Am I stressed? Should I be playing video games instead? Like, it's so many things of like, what should I do to focus on better physical health, you know? So yeah, that's basically what I have. My less stress, my less physical health, focusing on those two. And you see, like, even now I have to take deep breaths because of my stress, my anxiety. So third, focusing on socializing. I used to be a social butterfly in college, and I still am, but it just so happens to be that my last 5, 6 clients, I've gotten more than that, like 10 clients. Yeah. Well, I know one of them. Yeah, last 10 clients. The last 10 clients I've had, I've known mutually, and I've never had to like go out and network, go out and socialize, go out and join this event. So they've been coming to me, and I've been doing no networking, no socializing. So that's nice, I guess, in a way. But I also want to expand my network, not just for my marketing business, but for my coffee shop as well. So I'm in associations. I'm joining those. I'm in a phenomenal student association called ASA. They're doing some great events, albeit I'm not as active as I wish I was. I'm just so busy, but the social network is definitely there. I still do communicate, and people do see me. They do know I'm there, so that's like nice to acknowledge me. So joining associations, and then my YouTube, I consider this a form of socializing. Albeit that I started this, I used to vlog about me having 9 subscribers, 10 subscribers. I have 35 subscribers now, which is great. I like it. So it feels great for me to say I have 35 subscribers. And I'll be honest with you, when I used to upload my videos before, I used to get like 0 to 5 viewers every video, 0 to 5. Now it fluctuates around 10 to 50. So I definitely see it increase 10 to 50. It's great. I think my current video that I had posted up has around 12 now, and the one before that has like 40, 42, I think. So something like that. And it's great to see that fluctuation of views. It's huge for me. Like going from 0 to 5 to 10 to 50 is huge. Yeah, so YouTube is part of that. And then lastly is joining networking events. So not just the associations. You don't have to be part of an association to join an event, but I've been wanting to join network events, business events, entrepreneur events, coffee events, anywhere I can just talk to people, give out my business card, like, hey guys, my name's Canon Mikho. I'm looking for my business card, so it's in my car. My name's Canon Mikho. I own a coffee shop. I own a marketing firm. It's me, my brother. And sometimes I outsource some of my work to other people when it's a big project. Hey, here's a business card. Let me know if you ever need any help. If you know anyone who needs a website, I'm happy to talk to them. Happy to give them a discount if you refer them. If you refer me, I'll take care of them and I'll take care of you. Let me know if you need anything. Let me look at your website. I'll be honest with you guys, about 85% of the time, people's websites are trash. There are times where I'll see a website, I'll be like, oh, this looks really good. Like, congratulations. Like, who did your website? This is nice. So that happens about 85% of the time. But majority of the time I see someone made it and it looks like they made it on like Windows 98 or something like that. Like, it's updated. So yeah, I mean, it's huge. Joining social events, joining networking events, business events. I want to join more business events. I've been going to a lot of coffee ones on more business. So I mean, these points that I've told you guys about, on less stress, better physical health, and just socializing, they're what I've been working on for my health. And socializing is a huge part of health. But yeah, so this is what I've been needing to do for me. This is what I've been needing to focus on. I'm curious to hear what you guys have been trying to say that you will work on for yourself. And if you don't have anything on your mind, think of something. There's always something you can improve on. You're not perfect, as much as you may or may not think you are. Yeah, let me know. I'm curious. I'm curious to know what you guys have been talking about, whether it's weight, whether it's sleep, stress, financial goals, family. I think those are going to be your top ones. Let me know. I'd love to hear it. They're definitely on my list. I'd love to hear what's on yours. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope something sparked something in your brain. My speech, my talking points sparked a thought in your brain. And by all means, I recommend you guys look out some great YouTubers online that will kind of elaborate on some of my points that I would say more seasoned professionals in the industry than I am. But I definitely have done a lot of research in these talking points. But I digress. I love you guys so much. Till later. Till next time. Bye. Peace. Enjoy your coffee. Bye. I love you.